Warzone ranked play is cooked, but let me explain. You guys know I love doing my solo queue to top 250 series, and we've been doing that probably for the last couple seasons now, and it's honestly great content. You guys love seeing me suffer, and I honestly have a good time. Now, the great thing is I get to meet a lot of you guys that are also solo queuing and experience it like you guys do without a good 3-stack like most streamers actually play ranked. Now, I do want to say real quick that I actually have been having fun on the game besides ranked play, and I think that by the time Verdansk comes out, fingers crossed, I have semi-high hopes that they're going to get all the bugs and all the just bad stuff in the game right now fixed, because I think that's kind of our last chance and our last hope to bring back a majority of the player base that left is Verdansk. So I have a little bit of faith that they're going to fix some of that. Now, the thing I'm really trying to not do in 2025 and just going forward in general is to just sit and complain about how bad Warzone is or how bad Call of Duty is while just actively playing the game. And I feel like a lot of content creators and YouTubers that you guys watch in the Call of Duty space or the Warzone space, it's kind of like the trendy cool thing to do is to just post a video every day of like Warzone is dead or like Warzone is dying or Call of Duty sucks, and then like you just still play the Warzone and Call of Duty and just complain about how bad the game is. And I just don't want to do that in general because, one, I'm very, very blessed because of you guys to be able to even have a career and a job playing video games that I love. And it just feels kind of just disingenuous to just complain about a game, play it when you guys, and I don't blame you, don't want to watch somebody sit and complain. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, that I'm not going to have my days where I'm absolutely losing it, but I just feel like it just rubs me the wrong way how many streamers I see do that and just still play the same game they sit and complain about all day, every day, and then make the I'm leaving Call of Duty, I'm done, and then they come back and it's just, I don't know. Going forward, 2025, I do just want to let you guys know that I'm going to just try to be as positive as I can, still call out the BS, but tone it back on just the complaining. With that being said, let's talk about ranked play. And for those that didn't know, we did get our beautiful ranked play back, but this time it's on the big map, and the #1 problem is cheaters. Now, recently we saw Call of Duty, the official Call of Duty account tweet out about Team Ricochet and how their anti-cheat is doing. So let's take a little dive in here. So we see that they have several additional detections have been deployed over the last week. This came out right before Christmas. Obviously, a lot of them are off, and devs and studios and games in general. A lot of people are off for the holidays right now. So I was hoping that maybe this would be a good thing and there would be less cheaters, but it's very, very bad. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that people don't deserve holiday right now. As bad as the game gets, I hope all you guys enjoy your time off with your family. It's obviously much deserved. They say also that they have banned over 20,000 accounts for engaging in boosting and cheating behavior, targeting ranked play in Warzone and Black Ops 6. Now, I gotta be honest, this number, one, I feel like it's just the same additional accounts over and over and over and over, because people can just keep making accounts and they're gonna say that they ban people when it's just probably the same people or a couple new people probably too. But it's just this number right here means absolutely nothing to me because of how bad the cheating situation is right now. They could have said 40,000, 100,000, like the number doesn't matter. It's what do they truly mean? And I feel like they're just losing more and more faith for a lot of people because they just tweet stuff out like this and act like it's getting better when it's only getting worse, and it's honestly like prime Verdansk levels right now. So they also have enhanced data center safeguards to ensure a more secure experience for Black Ops 6 ranked play, whatever that means. Team Ricochet remains active with teams working throughout the holidays as outlined in the December update, which again, I'm not saying it should be that way. I think everybody deserves, devs too, everybody deserves time off, obviously for Christmas. And they obviously say here, looking to 2025, we're prioritizing adding an additional layer of server infrastructure to mitigate stability issues that could occur at a server level. I'm assuming that's just talking about their servers in general, because they did also tweet out that they had server updates and upgrades with this last season, and it feels okay, a little bit better. But the problem is that there's times where I'm queuing into matches or just in general in pubs, and that one, the server itself, it's just a packet loss nightmare. And even if I'm not on packet loss, I'm still rubber banding, even on 6 ping, 7 ping, my closest Call of Duty server. Even though it says I'm on 6 ping, it still feels awful. There's still crazy desync. And I just feel like COD, if they really want to bring back people and have people enjoy and have an enjoyable, fair gaming experience, they need to fix their servers, because they are still to this day awful, and they make enough money to just invest in better servers. And I feel like the number one thing is crossplay kind of hurt this, but I could talk about that too, the crossplay thing and ranked play. But they also say they have additional upgrades to existing kernel, driver, and server systems. Now, you guys probably know better than I do sometimes, because again, I don't code. I'm not a computer science major. I was a finance major before streaming, so I'll just put that out there. But people don't understand that this current COD anti-cheat is a kernel driver. Now, the same thing that Valorant has, that all of those things have, that actually have very good anti-cheats, COD has the same level. They just can't apparently go as deep into your PC as a game like Valorant. Apparently, according to things that I've been told, is that Valorant's anti-cheat and stuff, one, has to be running on your computer in general to even boot the game up. And even on startup, you can't even boot up Valorant unless the anti-cheat is running. Apparently with Call of Duty, you can have all of these things open, and the Call of Duty anti-cheat, even though it's kernel driver and all that kind of stuff, it's not actually scanning your PC at all times until you open and you start playing the game. So apparently there's so many ways around this that people can hide, because it's not actually scanning your PC at all times. And obviously it's clearly not working in general because of how bad the situation is. And don't even get me started on the shadow ban system, because we could talk about that too. But I do want to take a peek at the update on their website. So we have the brand new update here, and it says they have account bans are now happening hourly due to the increased velocity from several Ricochet anti-cheat systems. In addition to 19,000 accounts we've removed recently, these updates to our systems mean enforcement response times are now quicker than they've ever been. Now, the thing about that is, I think hourly is great, but if you have multiple cheater teams in the same lobby, you're going to be going down a lot of SR. And I think that something that I'm going to propose as an idea would fix this situation of, like, people would be getting banned way faster than hourly. I'm not saying that hourly isn't fast, but I just think that how bad the cheating is right now, in almost every lobby there's teams of cheaters. It's like, it's impossible to actually go up SR, because you're just fighting 3 stacks over and over that are blatantly cheating, like blatant. They also have been banning people off of the top 250, which is great, but again, there's still people that are Crimson, Eries, Golds that still are full blatantly cheating too. And again, it's not been happening. They also have significantly expanded our replay investigation render farm. These machines used to generate clips for examination. We've ramped up the group dedicated to manually reviewing clips based on the priority order that favors detections. In the last few weeks, the replay tool updates has been highly effective at validating detection and reports, providing further training for AI systems for the anti-cheat team, and removing cheaters. So definitely COD is already kind of telling us that they use AI to help ban cheaters. Clearly this is not working, and obviously I think that when it comes down to actually going over clips and even now in the game, you can't even watch a kill cam. Like, kill cams half the time don't work, and then if you die to a cheater and your team gets wiped and you try to spectate the team that kills you, it doesn't even spectate the team that actually killed you. So you can't even watch them even longer. Let's say that, like, you died in a potentially sus way. That happens to me all the time, and I try to spectate them. There's been multiple cases where I then spectate them and they're just a good player. But instead now you can't even actually spectate the person that kills you. It goes to another random team in the game, and then you can't even see the person. So I think that needs to get fixed, because that's still been a massive issue, and probably the biggest issue when you're trying to spectate is you can't even spectate the team that killed you. Now, after so many of those tweets and stuff and seeing all their reports, I gotta be honest, I cannot defend that any longer. I've lost hope on, like, the numbers side of it and all the things they're saying that they're doing, because they're saying that this stuff could come out season 2, season 3. We honestly don't know. By the time that season 3 is here, that's going to be like Verdansk, or even season 2. We don't know. So even if that is a fail system, especially with how many people are going to come back and play Verdansk, I guarantee you there's still going to be way more cheaters, because the game's going to be popping at the time. I think that they need to be trying to implement this stuff right now and fix this stuff right now. I think that's so important. Every time I see them tweet out or post about the Ricochet anti-cheat, if you know the meme, you know what I'm talking about. I can picture it in my head as, like, the guy at the college football game that's, like, patting people down. Like, that That is how I see the anti-cheat right now. Completely like disregarding actual like security. Like, you're good. You blatantly aimbotted somebody's head. Yeah, you're probably good, bro. Go on. It's like, what are we doing, man? And I just, again, I don't code. I don't know a ton of computer science stuff, but I just don't understand how there's 3 stack teams that aren't missing a bullet on somebody's head, and how was not being detected on the anti-cheat. That just doesn't make sense to me. Now, obviously, on top of the insane amount of cheaters, the matchmaking is also absolutely horrible. Now, it's crazy because I'm currently Plat 3 solo queuing ranked play. We got to Crim 3 last season. It's not looking good right now. But it's crazy, though, how many times where I will queue up solo and I'll get silver teammates or gold teammates. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not roasting them for being silver or gold. But the fact that then I'm queuing up, half the time they don't have a mic, which is whatever. Or honestly, they could be comms banned too. But half the time they don't even have a mic, so I'm trying to call out, coach them, guys, come here, let's rotate. And we run across 3 stack Eries, 3 stack Crimsons, top 250s. And my teammates are silver or gold. The matchmaking is horrendous because they don't stand a chance. I can hold my own, knock 1, maybe knock 2, but for them to be able to trade a silver player against a top 250, they're getting slammed. Like, I need them to trade that. I'm trying to call out. The matchmaking and how teams are paired up is insane. And I feel for you guys because most of you guys, I would say 99%, don't have a dedicated 3 stack to play with, like most streamers that are high level Crimson Eerie top 250 play with good players all day. Most of you guys can come home, queue up as a duo maybe or a solo, and you gotta hope that you get good randoms. But the randoms you're getting are, and I'm not trying to blame my randoms, but they're silver fighting iridescence. Like, they're obviously not supposed to do that. They're gonna get bodied. Now, the last thing I do want to touch on too is the shadow ban system, because I see a lot of people tweet me, DM me like, Joe, talk about it. I talk about it all the time. And I do want to propose something too. Again, I just want to preface, I'm not a computer science guy. That's just all of my noggin. I'm a finance major, but that's just from the noggin, is how bad the shadow ban system is. Now, COD said that spam reporting people does not actually work and does not actually get people shadow banned. That if you report somebody once, it carries the same weight as if you reported the same person 100 times. Now, again, I don't know what to believe anymore because the anti-cheaters are so bad, but I will say though, there's been screenshots floating around Twitter that cheaters actually have a toggle button where they can spam report somebody 100 or 1,000 times. Now let's think about this. If spam reporting somebody 100 or 1,000 times didn't actually work, why would cheaters have the option to do that? Now, what I've said for years now is they need to have a trust score system for every single person's account. Now, hear me out. Now, COD also said that you'll be punished if you spam report people, but I haven't seen a single person ever punished for spam reporting, but I think they should with my system. Now, again, I don't know how this would actually work or how it would be coded, but that's why COD pays people the big bucks to do stuff like this. Or maybe they don't because it's AI now, who knows. But with the trust score system, I think every single person should have a trust score system. If you, let's say, have a trust score of 0, haven't reported a single person, you die to a cheater and you report them. And sure enough, COD investigates them and they are cheating. You get the confirmation, and in COD's internal systems, your trust score for your player goes up. So let's say +1, +2, +5, whatever it is. You now have a higher trust score on their reporting charts. Let's say there's somebody that's spam reporting somebody. Let's say there's people that just report every single time they die. That trust score for their account is going to be going down. Now, alongside them getting a notification on their screen that says, hey, stop spam reporting, you're just getting absolutely body slammed, the person you're dying to isn't cheating, you're getting people shadow banned, whatever. I think that should be a pop-up and notification on people's screens that are spam reporting people or reporting in general, people that are not cheating. I think there should be a pop-up they have to click off of that says, hey, the person that you reported, JoeWo, was not cheating and he just bodied you. whatever it is. If they keep doing that, I think their account should be put in a timeout where they know, hey guys, because then I guarantee you this would stop happening. People would stop spam reporting people. It says, hey guys, sorry, I can't play the game because I'm in a 15-minute queue time or like timeout because I've been spam reporting people. So then they can't play the game in general or the game with their friends because they've been spam reporting people that aren't cheating. Now, let's go to the other side. The higher the trust score player, I think if they report people that are caught cheating over and over and over, their trust score goes up. So if they die to a cheater in a match and you know, hey, they only report cheaters based on their trust score, if they report somebody, their report should go to the very top of the list of the queue of all of the reports. Meaning if you're in a game, which would stop this, we've banned people about every hour. If you have somebody with a very good trust score and they report somebody during a game, they can get banned way quicker mid-match than every hour, 2 hours, days, who knows, because their trust score is so high. When they report somebody, it goes instantly to the very top, and more people and more cheaters would get banned that way because it would also incentivize people to actually report people that are cheating, and people would be getting banned way faster. Now again, I don't know how to actually code that or do something like that, but that's been something I've been preaching forever, and I just think that that would solve a lot of the issues regarding the shadow ban system and getting actual cheaters banned during the match way faster, because you lose a lot of SR. Yeah, it's cool if that cheater gets banned in an hour or two, but you still lost a lot of SR because you died to them, and so did a lot of players. But if those players have a good trust score and they report them during the game the second they die to them, they can get banned mid-match way quicker than an hour or two queue. Now, I will also praise the anti-cheat a little bit, or I'm just praising cheaters because they only care about playing ranked play. But when I'm playing public lobbies, just like a public match, big map, solo quads, Rebirth Island, anything like that, I very rarely find cheaters. And that is in like the highest skill-based matchmaking lobbies, because I'm still dying to a lot of very good players. It feels like ranked play basically with skill-based matchmaking, but I very rarely find actual cheaters in those lobbies. I feel like most of them are just playing ranked play, but I do see a lot of people saying like that they die every single match, a public match, I'm not talking ranked play, to multiple cheaters. And I feel like that's not true, and it is a little bit disingenuous to be like, I die to cheaters all day, every day in a public match, when I feel like necessarily that's not true. I'm not saying you're not dying to a cheater in a pub, but I have people that tell me that they die every game to multiple cheaters in a game of Rebirth, and I'm like, that's just not true. And I feel like that's also causing a lot of those issues with those shadow bans, because those people that are saying that are most likely spam reporting people getting them shadow banned. Now, I know I talked a lot in this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I do want to know what you guys think down below of all my ideas. Do you guys play ranked play? What's your guys' thoughts on it? And it is a little bit of a different kind of video, so if you guys enjoy that, man, make sure to let me know. I'm down to do a whole video on just Warzone, kind of high level in general, if you guys enjoy something like this. If you guys made it this far, man, make sure to like today's video, subscribe if you're new. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the lobby. Actually, I probably won't, because we'll die to cheaters. Love y'all. Peace.